welcome back to the latest episode of Lisburn Distillery Television. Coming up in today's show, we have highlights from the Whites' most recent league game, which took place last Saturday and was against Moyola Park. We also have an exclusive interview of our Player of the Month for October, and as well as that we have action from our recent Irish Cup game at Dollingstown. Moyola Park arrived at New Grosvenor last Saturday on the bottom of the Premier Division League, so this was definitely a game the Whites would have gone into believing they could get something out of. However, how often over the years have we slipped up at home against the bottom side? Answers on a postcard. Let's see how we get on. Here's highlights. So then, total frustration on the day as our inability to finish chances cost us once again. The overall performance was, for me anyhow, pretty positive, but a lack of clinical finishing killed us. And we all went home wondering what it might have been. Anyhow, we put it all behind us and we move on to our next game, which takes place this Saturday away at Tobermoor United, and we'll have more details on that before the end of the show. Anyhow, moving on now to the Dunville's Whisky Player of the Month award for October, which on this occasion went to goalkeeper Jonah Nicholl. David Hunter caught up with Jonah after Saturday's game against Moyola, and here's what he had to say about winning the award.
Hello again everyone, it's another in our Dunville's Whiskies Player of the Month series. As you'll see from behind us, it's been a pretty awful day here at New Grosvenor. Wild weather, just the kind of evening to enjoy the spirit of Belfast here with Dunville's Three Crowns. Beside me, those of you who follow this series regularly will recognise Jonah Nicholl. Jonah, of course, was the Dunville's Player of the Season last time round. And I'm delighted to say that after some great performances in October, that Jonah picked up the award today for the Dunville's Whisky Player of the Month for October 2019. Jonah, congratulations, first of all. You picked up the Player of the Season last year. You had two excellent games at the start of the month, Larn Tech Old Boys, and that included penalty saves in the shootout, and as well as that, then a great performance against Banbridge. Got the award today. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm delighted. I think we had a good October, so we won one of the games I didn't play in, one of the cup games.
Yes.
But the Lauren Tech game, that's a game that we sort of needed to win. It was unlucky not to win, but I played my part. And then Banbridge, always hard to go down there to Banbridge, but a 0-0 clean sheet and a decent performance from myself is something I'm happy for.
Good, okay. You didn't play today, and there's more matches ahead. Looking just, since you won the award last year, you put in a number of good performances earlier in the season as well. Looking ahead, promotion, do you think that's something maybe will be going for this season?
It's every single person at this club's aim. It's what we want. It's what the players want. It's what the fans want. It's what we should have been going for this year. But obviously, it hasn't been a great start at this moment in time. But hopefully, we can sort of regroup as a squad and bounce back and start picking up some points.
Okay. We'll be back in a few weeks' time to announce the Dunville's Whisky Player of the Month for November. And when I say November, it is, of course, as you'll notice from Jonah's visage, it's Movember as well. Jonah, you've got the tash growing well there. Just a quick word on what it means and what it's about.
Yeah, it's obviously it's a great cause, and it's something that I wanted to do. Obviously, a few people have had their strong words on it and their opinions, course, yeah. but for me, it's a great cause, and I think a lot of people should be doing it because it's all going to a good charity, and that's the most positive thing about it. So
okay, well, it's beginning to look well. Our thanks once again to Shane Braniff and his award-winning team at the Movember Distillery. You'll see Jonah and I have got the new rebranded Three Crowns, recently rebranded. It's an award-winning whisky, and of course, some of you may be shopping for Christmas now. I'm not be one of them, but don't forget that you can buy stuff from Dunville, and we'll be back in a few weeks' time.
Okay, now it's time for some more brief highlights. And for this one, we cast our minds back to Saturday the 2nd of November, when we made the trip to Planters Park to take on Dollingstown in the third round of the Irish Cup. This was always going to be a difficult task for the Whites, so let's see how they go on and head straight over to the action. So then another defeat, and that coupled with last Saturday's defeat at the hands of Moyola leaves us in the middle of a mini crisis. Once again, not a bad performance overall, but lack of cutting edge is no doubt killing us at the moment, and it's certainly giving manager Stephen Hatfield and his players a lot to think about. Hopefully when we travel to Tobermoor this weekend, we can start to reverse the recent losing streak and get things back on track. That game against Tobermoor will take place this Saturday, 16th of November, at Fort William Park in Tobermoor, and with 2 o'clock PM kick-off, this will ensure supporters have plenty of time to get back to Belfast for the international game between Northern Ireland and the Netherlands. So that's it from this edition of LD TV. Thanks so much for joining us again today, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Until the next time, come on you Whites. Bye for now.